and welcome back to my playthrough of Star Wars Imperial Assault. We are currently in round 4, and when you have watched my last episode you noticed that we were facing this lockdown event, and here I made one, let's call it, major mistake, as I allowed Jin to sneak into the atrium. So originally she was on this space when the door closed or was locked down, but of course the door locks between those two spaces, so she's definitely out of the atrium. For once, that's, I think, good news for Gideon Argus, so because he's now not alone fighting this probe droid here, but it's definitely bad news for poor Diala Pasil, but she's Jedi, she should be able to deal with that. Okay, let's start the next round, and the first thing we would have to do is to draw a new event card. And here we have another global event that allows all Imperial figures to gain +1 speed, superior mobility, and because of this tracking beacon we are allowed to have 2 global events in play. Normally that's only 1. I guess we will have to take care of this E-Web engineer here, and luckily Diala has her plasteel stuff with a range of 2 because of the reach keyword. This time I will not forget it. It's really important, and it was really good that Gideon used his command ability to move her close to this E-Web engineer. So that's 1-2, not a problem to reach it. And I guess with a first action she will definitely use her precise strike, so she will declare an attack. So she already is at her entrance, so that's definitely not good news for now, but at least she will be able to deal some damage. Okay, let's roll some dice, a yellow and a green die it is. The E-Web engineer has 5 health. I think this will be pretty tough, to be honest, but good thing is he's not allowed to roll any defense dice, so let's see. Yeah, okay, that's 3 hits. We could do this, make this a second hit, or we could stun him, or we can just use a second attack. I think, yeah, we really have to get rid of him. Originally I thought if it would be enough to destroy this machine gun or whatever it is, I would be able to rest with my second action, but I don't get rid of those wound tokens anyway, though I think we just make this another hit. And as he's not allowed to roll any defense, he just took 4 wounds. This is okay, but definitely not enough, so I think with her second action she will use her plasteel stuff again. Let's see. Okay, these are 4 hits. We are still allowed to roll a defense die, and I think, yeah, that's not a problem. Even though we are losing 1 wound token, it's still enough to kill this E-Web engineer. Wow, this was really a close call and was really so damn important for her, because otherwise he would have attacked twice and then she would be definitely seriously wounded. Then we have to activate the deployment group of the Stormtroopers, and they are really eager to fight back. They just saw their friend dying here because of the plasteel staff of Diala, and I think even though we are supposed to choose which Stormtrooper goes first, it doesn't really make a difference because they're all able to attack her. Yeah, let's check the AI card. We are not adjacent, we are within 4 spaces of any attack. That's true for all of the Stormtroopers, so attack a target, then engage a target. In this time I think we just will see 3 attacks, and possibly we will see 1 engagement in order to make room for the Imperial officer that will come after the Stormtroopers, and I will really play it fair to make some meaningful decisions for the AI player, because theoretically we could decide to keep them here according to the rules, but if they make some room, they might be able to later also attack the other players. Not sure. I will see that. For now, I will deal with the attacks of the Stormtrooper, and I think I will just do it 1, 2, 3, and we'll do the attack accordingly. So let's see, it's a blue and a green die. They have the squad training. That's different. I think we have to check the response action. If adjacent to another friendly trooper while attacking, use squad training ability, reroll an attack die that rolls no damage symbols. Yeah, that's something we have to keep in mind. So they will do or perform a normal attack, but they will still use their squad training ability. That's basically printed here on the deployment card. So again, we will roll those dice. It's the first trooper. That's not a problem. We rolled some hits here and we have 1 surge. The surge is currently 1 additional wound, but of course she's allowed to defend herself and she might be able to use her foresight. No, she might not, because she's already stressed out, so she won't take any more strain. Let's see, that's the first one. So we cancel 1 surge and 1 wound, which is cool. So she only takes 1 additional wound, so she's now at 11 of 15. Then this trooper would engage, but I reconsider. I think it really does make sense. I think they have a good position here to defend those terminals, and basically he can play 4 times, so I think he will keep his troopers where they are. So we can directly jump over to the next trooper here. He's also adjacent to another trooper. They all are, so the squad training ability is active. These are 2 hits again. No, only 1 hit, so we would re-roll this one. Okay, that's a 5. So again, 2 hits and 1 surge. The surge again would be another wound. Let's see what she rolls for her defense. That's 1 blocked, so she takes now 2 points of damage. Yes, that's the case. And then last but not least, the final trooper. Wow, these are 3 hits, but no surge this time. A surge is sometimes better because there are some great results on this die. Let's see how well she defends, because with 3 hits, oh, even with 2 hits, she would be wounded. Oh, wow. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, that's 1. Yeah, we could cancel 1 surge. We don't have a surge, unluckily. So she takes now 2 additional wounds. So this means she is now wounded, so we will flip her character card to the wounded side. Unfortunately, she keeps all her strain tokens, but all the wound tokens are removed. And as you can see, we just lost our precise strike ability due to her wounds. This is really tough. Of course, right now she couldn't really use it anyway, but yeah, that's definitely not so cool. She also lost 1 point of endurance and also 1 speed point. Okay, and this is already 1/3 victory for the Imperial player, because when all of the heroes are wounded, the Imperial side automatically wins the scenario, at least for this aftermath mission. Let's do the first activation for Gideon Argus, and we really have to open that door. She needs help, that's for sure, because we still have the Imperial officer in play, and he might also go after Diala. Right now Diala is kind of out of danger because she's back to her 15 health, but yeah, still she's dealing with 4 foes. So he will use his holdout blaster. No, that's a yellow and a blue die. And he has Pierce 2, which could be okay. And yeah, theoretically he could stun, but yeah, the door cannot be stunned apparently. Okay, these are 2 wounds, and yeah, 1 Pierce 2 now with this activation. The door is allowed to defend herself, so let's roll the black die. This is 1 wound, but due to the pierce, this block is cancelled, so the door takes 2 hits, and I think he has to fire at the door again. So again, it's a yellow and a blue die. Again, we are rolling 2 hits only. Let's roll the black die. Again, 1 block. Again, we can ignore it due to the pierce. And so again, the door takes 2 hits. It's the Imperial officer. He's not adjacent. If within 2 spaces of a friendly target, that's also not the case. And if within 4 spaces of any target. And that's tough. Let me try to trace a line of sight. No, of course he cannot, because the trooper blocks line of sight, so he will now engage a target within 4 spaces. So that's 1, 2, 3, I would say. I think he stays where he is, and then he will attack the Yala with a blue and a yellow die. Oof, are you serious, man? Okay, these are 4 additional hits. She's allowed to roll her white defense die. Let's see. Okay, that's 1 block. So again, she takes 3 wounds. Actually, I think I am reconsidering, and I should really move this Imperial officer closer to the terminal, because it gets +1 defense. Yeah, that's right. I think that makes sense. So he still had 1 more movement. He's still allowed to attack her. So I think that's definitely the better position for him to be. Then it's the rebel players again, and I was really thinking of maybe hitting this one at least once, because the droid will be activated next, and then she could use her quick draw ability to finish it off. But we really want to open that door. I think let's shoot the door first and see how well we do. Maybe we come close enough though that it's really worthwhile to hit it again or so. Yeah, let's do that. So again, we will see her 2 green die using the vintage blaster. I think it served us well so far. Okay, these are 2 hits, 1 additional hit here, so that's theoretically 3 hits, but of course the door is still allowed to roll a defense die, even though it sounds a little bit weird. Let's see, these are 2, so the door just takes 1 additional hit, so let's replace those with this. And yeah, I really want to open that door, so let's use the vintage blaster again on the door. Let's roll the green dice. Okay, these are 3 hits when we use the search token. Let's roll for defense. These are 2, so 2 are cancelled. 1 is still taken. Wow, this is really crap. And though the door just takes another single hit there. We need still 2 more to open this for good. But next we would have to activate the probe droid, and again Jin Odan will use her quick draw ability to attack it first. So again we will see vintage blaster action. These are 3 hits +1. Wow, this is something I would have liked to see against the door. Still, the probe druid is allowed to defend. These are 2, so basically we inflicted 2 hits on the probe druids. Of course, not nearly enough to destroy it. We are still needing 3 more hits. But now it's really time to activate the probe druid. He will of course attack Gideon Argus, the most wounded character inside right now. So 2 yellow, 1 blue, that's the case. That's 4, 3 and a search. The search would do pierce 1 at this point in time. So let's roll the defense die for Gideon. Yeah, that's a black die. It's not entirely bad. That's 1 to 1, so those cancel each other out. So Gideon takes 3 additional hits. So he's now at 9 from 13. For now, that's okay, I guess. Then we would engage, but the droid is in close range, so I think it will stay where it is. It could use his self-destruct ability, but therefore it needs to be adjacent to at least 2 rebel players according to the AI card. Yeah, that's the case, so we can check that out here. Sorry, not show that to you. So if adjacent to 2 or more rebels at the end of the round and not adjacent to any friendly figure, use self-destruct ability. So I think it's not really worth moving this thing. And so we come to the second activation of Gideon Argus, and again I think we really want to get rid of that door here. So let's use his holdout blaster, hopefully one last time. Yeah, still pierce 2. Again, only 2 damage. That's not enough. We have so much pierce, but this pierce doesn't bring us any good. Okay, let's roll the defense die. Okay, that's 1, which is still making 2 points of damage, but I just noticed this time it's enough to blast this door into pieces, which is kind of cool because with his second activation he can now give an order to another player, but within 3 spaces. So he could attack herself, or he could rest, or he could make her attack. Not sure what's better here, to be honest. Unfortunately, he's not in range of Diala. 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. No, that's close call. This is really pity. The problem with Diala, Jin, she's really far away from this Imperial officer here. So it will be really tough for her to hit him, and he's still allowed to roll defense die. So I'm pretty sure he won't be able, or she won't be able to destroy him. So the chances are much higher that he can get rid of this thing here. Or we could also move. That could also be a good thing, because then she would not lose any. No, let's give Jin a command to move and prepare 1, 2, 1, 2 her to make some attacks towards her. And then now she could also use her quick draw ability against any of those Stormtroopers. So I think overall that might be a pretty good move for him. But this also ends the round. Yep, that's the case. So again, the Imperial player gains 2 threat. We can, or I think I will just do that. So we are now at round 5. We will give the token to Diala. We will ready all of those tokens, and I think then we should be good to go to... Oh crap. No, I think it's okay. I just noticed I forgot those shock trooper abilities, so they gain a surge, but oh, I really don't know. I have to check that doing editing, to be honest, if I missed one surge, because an additional surge would definitely do 1 more damage on Diala. Okay, if I missed that, I'm sorry, but let's start the next round. And so we would have to draw a next event card anyway. And here we have a Rebel 8 card. There's 1 in the deck. Medic on the field. An instant effect. Roll 1 red die. All Rebel figures recover damage equal to the damage result. That's of course awesome. So let's do that and roll the red die and hope for something good. Wow! 3 wounds that we are allowed to recover. That's of course awesome. So Jin is completely healed. That's perfect. The same is true for Diala. Also really necessary. But it's also pretty cool for Gideon Argus. Well, this was really an awesome event for the Rebel players. Yeah, that's basically the only good card in the deck right now, but I think with this starting position we might be really able to do some actual damage, and this time we really have to start moving. I think I was spending too much time. So let's see, where should we start? We have to definitely... let's see. She could move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces here. From there she would be able to destroy this terminal. Right now she's in good shape, so she might be able, and she will be activated another time anyway, so I think this should be pretty much okay. She could try to take out this terminal. Yeah, I think this time we will definitely try to make a run. As I said, we will activate her first, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Because she has reach, she will be able to attack this terminal here. Unfortunately, she's no longer allowed to use her precise strike, so she just has to live, but the terminal is not rolling any dice anyway. Okay, these are 2 hits plus 1 for this one here. We could stun it, but again, we don't need to stun it, so that's 3 hits. Unfortunately, it has 1 point of armor. Then it's the Stormtrooper group, and right now they don't have anything in respect to their priority, because both of them are no longer wounded. Oh no, they go after the non-wounded character, of course, so poor Diala will be the next target. Well, this will be a close call. Okay, again we will do that basically from 1, 2, 3 from here, and all will try to hit poor Diala. But of course Diala is Jin. This time I must not forget the shock troopers, so they roll 1 extra surge. Only a figure within 2 spaces. Okay, that's only the case then for this trooper, but as Diala was here when they all attacked her, this was true for all of the troopers. Okay, I cannot help it, I don't know. Okie dokie, trooper 1. Let's see, that's 1. We have, okay, more than enough of those anyway. So these are 2 hits. They will use the squad training, so this die will be re-rolled. Okay, only 1 re-roll of course, so still we have 3 surges and only 1 surge is important. So basically these are 2 hits, that's not entirely bad. And Jin is allowed to roll, oh, a white defense die. Okay, white is cool because it has this complete dodge or whatever it is. But let's see what we roll for this first attack. Ah, pity. Okay, she takes 2 points of damage, and I guess I forgot to use her quick draw ability. I will just do that for the next trooper that is going to activate it, and he will activate right now. So before he gets a chance to shoot, she will use her quick draw ability. Maybe not. I think she cannot do that because she has to trace 2 lines and she can only trace 1 line there. That's different for him because he can certainly shoot out, but she cannot shoot in here. Yeah, that's certainly a thing to remember. So I think she will then use it on him basically. So let's just do his attack. So again, blue and a green die. These are 2 hits. We will re-roll this one. Oh, 4 hits. 4 hits is tough. Let's roll the white die for her. Yeah, this only cancels 1 surge. We don't have a surge. Oh, they have a surge. Wow, because of this shock trooper. No, oh, too far away. Okay, I'm really getting ahead of myself. So 4 hits for poor Jin, which means she now has 6 wound tokens. Right now it's still okay. Remember, she has 13, and now we will use her quick draw ability before the next Stormtrooper activates. But I think one thing we have to do first, according to the AI card, when they attack adjacent to a target, they withdraw from this one because they don't want to be adjacent to him. So he will definitely move then 1, 2 spaces here, so basically leaving him room to shoot. But now we will see the vintage blaster because of her quick draw ability. Okay, these are 2 hits. I think these are 3 accuracy. When we use 1 surge, 1, 2, 3, that's sufficient. So 2 hits, and he's allowed to roll a defense die. Okay, he blocks 1 wound, so he just takes 1 wound, and then he would also withdraw because he's adjacent to Diala. 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it doesn't really matter to be honest, but I think I'm not sure here. No, I think in this case does it make sense to move? He could move here, then he would be theoretically, but there's 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. Then it would be easy prey. Yeah, I think let's keep it there for now. I think this makes most sense. He's still in reach because of her reach ability from the plasteel staff, but yeah, okay. What the heck, doesn't really matter, I guess. But of course I forgot the attack. This was just her attack, so he was not withdrawing. So let's see what they roll. Okay, these are 2. He's still out of reach, or out of this shock trooper's range, because I was too quick. So that's 1 surge, but still 3 hits. Let's defend. Okay, that's 2 blocks, so this die is completely cancelled. So Jin only takes 1 additional hit, which is kind of okay, I guess. And now we would do the withdraw action for him. So, but I think right now we should be covered. Next, I guess we will activate Jin, and she will definitely go for this terminal. Or should we get rid of this fella here, because he will activate next? That's now tricky. That's tricky. No, I guess she will attack the Imperial officer right now. So again, we will see 2 green dice. Okay, 1 hit and 1 surge, which equals 1 additional hit. Accuracy is fine. He's allowed to defend with a white die. Yep, that's the case. And this cancels out 1 surge, so unfortunately the Imperial officer just takes 2 wounds. And now I'm really tempted to have her rest, because he will activate next, and then she could use her quick draw ability again to get rid of him. I think it's allowed to use the quick draw more than once. No, I misread that. It's only allowed if you have 2 activation tokens. It's really once per round. And yeah, I think this kind of makes sense. So I think in this case, she will just use her vintage blaster again and tries to get rid of that Imperial officer. These are 4 hits. Let's see what he defends. 1 block. So he's certainly dead. That's a good thing. And also good is he's no longer adjacent to this terminal here. This is certainly a good thing. Then it's the probe droid. The probe droid, of course, will again try to hit Gideon Argus. So let's see what we roll. Okay, that's 3 plus a surge. The first surge is a pierce. The second surge is, so that's 4 hits plus 1 pierce. Luckily we didn't roll an additional one, and so he's still allowed to defend. Hopefully this is enough. Okay, 1 surge is cancelled, so only the pierce, which is okay, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, this is now doesn't really make sense. Which one is cancelled now? Because the AI rules say you really start from left to right, but in this case pierce doesn't make sense, so I think yeah, we have to play it fair. So this is certainly 1 additional hit and not really a pierce, so Gideon Argus takes 4 more hits, but that's okay. And the next thing is that it would engage, and this time it does make sense to engage, to come closer to her, so I think it will engage 1, 2, 3 spaces here, so it would have some more choices as of the next round. Maybe we should really go for 4. Yeah, let's go for 4 spaces. Then it's Gideon's activation, and he will move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces here, and I guess with his second activation he will try to get rid of that terminal here. So let's see. Okay, 4 hits, again only 1 pierce. Good thing is the terminal doesn't have any protection, so it's only halfway destroyed. Then we come to the second activation of Diala. Again, she will try to hit the terminal. We still are looking for 2 more hits. Okay, these are 2. These are 3. It has 1 defense. Oh, this is awesome. It's certainly enough to destroy this terminal here. Wow, we are halfway through the mission. We still have 1 more activation, and I guess she will just move 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 3 spaces here. I think we stay where we are because we know there is a spawning point. And then we are at the end of this round, so we gain 2 more threats. Yep, that's the case. So at this time we should be able to see some deployment. Yeah, pretty sure we will see some deployments. Good thing is we definitely won't see the eWeb engineer coming back. We will ready all tokens and cards. Let's see what we can deploy. And here we have the eWeb engineer. It costs 6. Wow, we are so damn lucky. So this will go back to the bottom of the deck and might be come back at the end of the next round. But to be honest, it doesn't really make sense. This doesn't feel right, to be honest, because we know it's the last round and he will not, they save his money. Yeah, but okay, I guess it's the rules, and I think everything seems to be balanced out because the player or the Imperial player still has those event cards. So I think I will just play it by the book and will not redraw another deployment card now. And as we are pretty close to either winning or losing, I think I will not do a cliffhanger setting here. I think I will now play it to the bitter end. So we are now in round 6 anyway. And yeah, it's now all or nothing. Let's start with the next event card. And here we have Oppression, another global effect. So I think we will replace this Shock Troopers here instead. And this says, when a hero who has suffered 2 or more strain declares an attack, apply +1 to the defense results. So 1 search token is being cancelled, and I think this is true for all the heroes now. They all have 4 or more strain tokens, so yeah, that could definitely be helpful for the Imperial player. First thing to do is to activate Gideon. I think he will fire towards this terminal here. Of course, using his old friend the Holdout Blaster. We are looking for at least 2 hits. These are 2 plus Pierce, which is okay, definitely enough to get rid of the 3rd terminal here. Wow, that's pretty close. He has still 1 more activation, so he will definitely try to get rid of that Stormtrooper again using his Holdout Blaster. So let's see. They have 1 more. Oh wait, it says when a hero who has suffered 2 or more declares an attack, apply +1 to the defense results. And the defense result is 1 block token and 1 surge. So the Pierce would be gone. So it's certainly not enough. Oh, come on. For this terminal here, yeah. This only took, because these were 2 hits and 1 surge. I think this was the result. This is cancelled because of the global oppression effect. It has 1 defense, so yeah. Yeah, that's crap. Oh, that's so crap. Okay, it's still there. Oh, so close, so close. Okay, we have to shoot at it again. And I'm pretty sure we will roll so fantastic this time. Ah, not really fantastic. 2 more hits, 1 surge. So this time it doesn't have any chance. 1 is cancelled, that's clear. But this one is, oh, that's two wounds from this one, 1 pierce. Certainly enough to get rid of this terminal once and for all. Unfortunately, now we would have to activate all those Stormtroopers. Diala doesn't have any quick draw or any more entrance left. So yeah, I think we cannot help it. They will all fire towards Gideon here. And this can really be a problem, because if they take him out now with 1 or 2 shots and then they get really lucky and take her out as well, we are really in danger. Okay, let's start with this guy here. So they no longer have an additional search icon, which is kind of good. But of course they still have their squad training. Again, we are shooting towards Gideon first. 4 hits. That would be definitely enough to kill him. So let's hope for at least something good. Come on, we can do that. Ah, only 1! Ah, cannot believe it, that's crap. He takes 3 more hits. This means he is now also flipped to the wounded side. Of course, he keeps all his strain, but those are gone. And now the remaining 2 are firing towards her, and they could also take her out. She has 6 more health points left. So let's see. First Stormtrooper. That's 3 hits. We don't reroll here. She's allowed to roll her defense die. That's 1, so 2 hits for her. So she's now at 9. Then it's the last Stormtrooper here, also firing towards. Okay, these are 2 hits, 3 hits basically, because of this surge. She's allowed to defend herself. Oh, she does not. So these are 3 hits. Oh, and this is so close. She has 9, she takes 3 more, she's at 12, and she has 13. 1 more hit. And we would have lost this mission, because then all of our heroes would have been wounded. Wow, that's so tough. Luckily, it's now the turn of Diala Pasil. And guess what? She is close to the last terminal here. So she will use her plasteel staff. Okay, these are 2 wounds, so we have 1 more, but it has 1 defense. Yeah, that's the case. So that's 2 wounds or hits for this terminal. We are still looking for 2 more, and of course with her second action she will try to hit again. These are 3 hits, -1. Woohoo! And so this baby is down as well. Wow, this was really a close call. If she would have rolled 1 less success, then we would have activated this guy. This guy would shoot towards her, and we all know he's rolling 2 yellow and 1 blue die. She only has 1 hit point. Let's just roll it for the fun. So these were 4 hits, as you can see, plus searches, stuff like that. We wouldn't have had any chance, and we would have lost this mission. This is what I really call a close call. Awesome, awesome, awesome mission. Was really a nail biter. I absolutely loved it. Let's see the mission debriefing. Their plans disrupted. The remaining Imperial forces fall into a hasty retreat. Nice work, your pilot grins back at you as you pile into the transport. Now we get another story mission, a new threat, otherwise there would be another mission. And we receive 100 credits each, and additionally we also gain 1 experience point, so we can now upgrade our characters, and we would gain an additional 100 credits per hero. But as we have won the mission, this also means the event deck gets 1 more Imperial agenda card shuffled into it. And just to give you an example, this was the card I've just drawn. Weakness revealed. It would be a new global event card. While attacking, all heroes apply apply -1 attacks to the attack results. And while defending, all heroes apply -1 to the defense result. And the very mean thing about those Imperial Agenda cards is they are placed beside any normal global event cards in play. Good thing is, when you reveal one Rebel card, Rebel 8 Agenda card or something like that, then you are allowed to get rid of one of those Imperial Agenda cards. But this is definitely a very, very mean card, and this is something that we would have to face as of the next mission. I really hope you enjoyed my little playthrough of this solo variant of Imperial Assault. Again, I have to repeat myself, I really like it and I'm absolutely planning to continue with this campaign. Not sure if I will record it, to be honest, but I think I will keep everything as it is and will now do the next steps, whatever, upgrade our heroes, maybe buy some gear, not sure, we'll check out the decks. Maybe I will do another video where I will demonstrate that, to really show how well our guys are doing, what they are up to, and will maybe also publish this on my YouTube channel. Hope to see you soon in one of my next videos, and yeah, until then, bye bye.